Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to BNB Techniques. My name is Sudhir Kumbhare. So, hope you guys are enjoying my videos and learning Python. Do let me know if you have any question, just comment in the comment box. Today's session is on the topic which is very important, and that is tuples. Okay, this is similar to list, but still difference is there. So that we will come to know. So we will start with introduction of tuple, then we will see how to use tuples, and then where exactly in the real world projects you can use tuples. Okay, so let's start. So, hello guys, welcome to my Spider IDE as usual. I hope you guys are following the best practices which I told you. Okay, so what you can do, just create a new file and give a proper name, give some nice commenting as usual, and then we can start. So, one more interesting topic which is tuple. Okay, what are tuples? Again, tuples are mostly similar to lists only. But the only difference is tuples are not mutable objects. Okay, tuples are not mutable. Rest of the operations, I would say it's the same. Tuples can also hold various kind of data information. For example, you can have a tuple which will have float values, string values, and complex values. Okay, you can have a tuple of similar items. For example, you can have a tuple of string values. You can have a tuple of float values. Then you must be wondering, right? We already have a list. Then what is the use of tuple, right? Because tuple's definition also says tuple can hold various kind of data. The way list is holding the information or the data, the same way tuple is also holding the same kind of information, right? Tuples can also hold the string data type information. Tuples can also hold many type of float data type information. Tuples can hold many type of complex data types, and tuples can also hold a combination of all these data types, right? Then what is the use of tuples? Guys, whenever you are learning programming, the basic funda over here is to understand the purpose of each and every concept, whatever we are learning. Okay. So actually, after this, we are going to cover sets. And after that, I would have one more session where we will discuss on the differences between tuples, lists, and sets. But over here, we are focusing on tuples, right? So we do have list and definition also it's similar, right? Then what is the difference? The difference is in use and the purpose. Okay. When I say tuples, these are not mutable, which means what? Tuples will also have some elements. Let's say you have 5 elements, but you won't be able to update any element, right? For example, okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, let's try to understand this with an example. So I'll I have a tuple of days. Okay, okay, tuples. For tuples, you have to give round brackets. Okay, tuples, I would say it's a tuple of Sunday, then it's Monday, and the same way we have other days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, then Wednesday, then it's Thursday, and Friday. Sorry guys, I don't want to write each and every day, so I'm just giving the initials. Okay, and again Saturday, right? This is the tuple which having string type of data, right? From Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Saturday, right? So in your projects, you might need to store such kind of data, right? This is just an example. But guys, you tell me, you go any part of the world, but you tell me, can I change the sequence? Can I change the sequence? Can I put Monday before Sunday? Can I do like this? Do you think it's possible? No, of course not, right? Sunday has to come before Monday. That is the universal truth, right? So I can't change these values, right? So basically, I don't need to update this element, or I don't want to. I am. I don't want to change the sequence also. I can't change the sequence, or I don't want to update any values, right? So in this case, you can use tuples because tuples are not mutable. That's why tuples are more faster than the list, right? So does that mean list we discussed that okay for storing product information from for storing employee information we can use tuples, right? That's what we discussed. Does that mean we can't use tuple for storing that information? No, it's not like that. You can store product information, employee information as well in tuples, but you need to consider that you are not going to change that information. So guys, let's say for example, we have some information, okay? Let's say I have some information, let's say employee name, okay? And then gender, okay? And some more information, let's say address I have. I'm just taking a basic example, okay? Let's say this is stored in your database table, right? Guys, I always like to prefer some practical examples so that you guys can understand it clearly. Okay, that's why I'm taking such type of examples. I'm not considering examples of rectangles, squares, and cars. I don't prefer those kind of examples. Okay, so let's say this information is stored in your database and you are going to display it on your web page. Now, I'm just trying to explain you when you can use tuple and when, in which scenario you should use a list. Okay, for example, let's say this information similar employee name, gender, address, there is no difference, and you are this is the first case, suppose. Okay, first case. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, first case. First case is where I simply want to display this information as it is on the web page. Simply, okay. Then I am going to use tuples over here. Why tuples? Because tuples are not mutable. You can't change the an element's value, and I'm not changing it, right? I'm simply extracting from database and I'm displaying it over the web page. I'm not changing it. That time I'll use tuples. Now why? Because tuples are faster. Because those are not mutable. That's why they are faster, and that's why I'm going to choose tuples. But let's consider a second case over here. The second case is employee name. Okay, I want to add this information, Mr. I'm getting Sudhir Kumbhare from database, but as a standard or something, client says no, it should be displayed like this, Mr., Mrs. something, based on the gender. So definitely in your Python code, you will have to apply that logic. Yes, if it's a male, just apply Mr., right? And let's say gender also, we may have some condition. Okay, gender, it is stored in database and male and female. But on the web page, you simply want to display M or F just to represent it's a male or female. That could be the criteria of your client. That could be the requirement. So basically, this list, this information is coming from database, but I want to update it. Okay, I want to simply display male or female over here. So definitely, I'm going to apply some logic in my Python code. If it's female, then I'll say F. If it's male, I'll say M, right? So basically, I'm changing this information in Python code after extracting from the database before sending it to the web page, right? So here, I want to change some values in my list. So in this case, I'll go for list. Otherwise, I'll go for tuple. Guys, I hope this is very much clear to you guys when to use tuple and when to use list. The same way, this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday information, right? String, Can't I use list? Yes, you can use list as well. But when you are thinking programming point of view, when you're thinking about a program, you have to think about performance as well. I can use tuples and list both, but tuples definitely is going to give me good performance because the reasons we discussed already, right? So this way you have to you have to think, right? So the concept behind having tuples is now clear, right? So guys, let's see what are the activities which we can do using tuples. Okay, let's see. This is simple tuple, right? I'm just going to print this tuple. I'm going to comment this cases just for now. Okay, and just print this tuple. What it says: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Straightforward, right? Okay. Again, this tuple. It's the same way. This is also index based. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It will start from indexing 0, and you can expect any of the element using indexes the same way we have used in list. Okay. So when I say tuples, 0 is going to give me the first element. Okay, guys. I'm just going to comment this line because I want to focus on the next line. Sunday, right? But I said tuples are not mutable. So let me prove it. If I try to change this, I'll try to make it Monday. And I'll again comment this line after. Okay, let's check whether it's possible or not. No need to print anything. Says it gives error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Got it, guys? So that's why it's not mutable. Okay. Okay. What tuples can do? Okay, we can have lists inside the tuples. Okay. So for example, this is a list of days, right? I'm saying I have a list of some number. Just consider any square brackets, any number. Okay. 12, 13, just for information, guys. 15. And in tuples, okay, this is list. One more thing, list. No, this is tuple of. One more thing, tuple of what? I'll say tuple of months. For example, tuple of month is again. I'll start from Jan, Feb, and all months. We just consider that. So what I'm trying to say here, I can have tuple of information, some information. Okay, is equal to tuple. We have to give round brackets. Okay, and I can have some value like my employee ID. My name is Sudhir. So I'm itself creating a tuple, right? But apart from this, I can have list as an element inside the tuple, as well as I can have tuples inside the tuples as well. So you can think of the use of these tuples, okay? And then I'll just try to print this tuple information. Let's see. So guys, this error is there, right? Tuple object does not support item assignment. This error is coming because this one, right? It's not a mutable object, so I'll have to comment this line. And now let's check. See, we can have these elements over here as well as we can have a list inside the tuple and we can have another tuple inside the tuple, right? So this way we can do many operations. We can store list and tuples inside the tuple. Guys, let's check some more operations over tuple info. So we know this tuple is not a mutable object, right? So let's check something. Okay, in list we do have operations, functions like append or insert, right? To insert something in between or to append at the last. Do we have those kind of functions available for tuple info? Just check. Is append available? See, it's not there. Do we have insert? No, it's not there, right? Okay. Do we have remove or pop kind of function? Let's check. We don't have remove, we don't have pop because it's a mutable object, right? So it's not allowed. Okay. Can we delete? Okay, we can't delete elements, right? Using pop and remove, but we do have the other way available, which is with del keyword. Del keyword we discussed last time, right? So the same way we'll have to delete the elements. If you want to delete elements from first position to third position, you just have to give del keyword and you will have to write this tuple name, and in the square bracket just keep from 0 to 3. That is going to delete your elements. Okay, that we have already covered in the when we were discussing about list, right? So that is done. What is remaining? Okay, tuple info has some important function. I'll tell you about that. Tuple info. Count. See the first function, count. Count is what? If any of the element is present over there, let's say 1 2 3 is there, right? So how many times 1 2 3 is there? You just can count. Okay, I will just give this. So count is going to give me the count how many times this 1 2 3 is available in this tuple. Okay, I'm just going to print this information. Let me print this over here. And, okay, guys, I'll just comment this line because I'm not interested into that now. So just see only one time, right? 1 to 3 is coming only one time. Let me check again. I'll put it one more time and let's check the output now. So it's coming as 2. So count will give you the count how many times that element is repeated in the tuple. Okay, guys. So this is all about tuple, and let's discuss about today's practice, today's assignments. So guys, this is an assignment for today based on today's learning. Guys, these are very interesting assignments. Okay, these are very interesting assignments. You have to practice it if you want to really learn Python. Okay, and these are not very major or very difficult assignments. These are very simple problems. You just think over it or you just execute it just for practice purpose. But you will learn many things out of it because while giving this assessment, I have taught many things. Okay, so this is for you. Just let me know your answers in the comment section. And if you have any query, suggestion, anything, just let me know, guys, okay, in the comment section.
Guys, if you think my videos are important and beneficial for you, then please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get further notifications. Catch you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.